Sean Diddy Combs abused, threatened, and coerced women and other people around him to fulfill his sexual desires. Diddy's freak-offs were allegedly fueled by a criminal enterprise who forced others into sex trafficking, along with forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. With the help of his deep network of employees,
he went behind the walls of one of Diddy's scandalous parties.
I saw live sex happen that night, and that's the first time I saw that happen ever in my life.
P. Diddy.
About P. Diddy.
You went to one of his parties.
Yeah. Crazy party.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that.
From shocking allegations to wild parties, Diddy's controversies continue to unravel, and Jeff Wittek has just added fuel to the fire. In a jaw-dropping revelation, the YouTube star and podcaster has spoken out about the insane things he witnessed firsthand at Diddy's infamous parties. Things so shocking that they've dragged in some of the biggest names in Hollywood. If you thought the scandal couldn't get crazier, Jeff's story will have you questioning how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Diddy's alleged freak-off parties, which have become part of a federal sex trafficking case against the rapper when he was 20 years old and witnessed people having sex in a Miami mansion. Jeff reveals these details on the September 29th episode of the Jeff FM podcast.
I had a realization that I had been to a Diddy party. Actually, I swear, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I actually went to a Diddy lingerie sex party, freak-off party in Miami at a mansion. It was like 8 stories high, and it just kept going up, and the higher you went, the weirder was going on.
According to Jeff, he attended the party around 2010 after scoring an invite through an acquaintance who had filmed a music video with Diddy.
When Jeff Wittek opened up about his experiences at Diddy's parties, fans and insiders alike were stunned. After all, the New York rapper has been accused of a lot recently, but this latest claim from Jeff paints a disturbing picture of what might have been going on behind closed doors.
Diddy, what's going on?
I actually went to a Diddy lingerie sex party, freak-off party in Miami at a mansion. It was like 8 stories high, and it just kept going up, and the higher you went, the weirder was going on.
Today, a new eyewitness surfaces claiming he went behind the walls of one of Diddy's scandalous parties.
I saw live sex happen that night, and that's the first time I saw that happen ever in my life.
Stunned by what he saw and experienced in Miami, comedian Jeff Wittek is sounding off on his Jeff FM podcast.
And did I partake? No, but I got drunk there. It's just crazy, like, I was literally there. I lived through it.
While Diddy waits for his sex trafficking trial to begin, his attorney says he will take the stand.
Wags, Diddy's attorney says he can't wait to testify. For what? For what purpose? To blow people up or to exonerate himself?
Look, Diddy has maintained his innocence all along. For him to take the stand is a huge gamble.
Wittek, who has been relatively quiet about his interactions with A-listers, finally broke his silence in an explosive interview. He said he witnessed shocking behavior far beyond your average Hollywood party.
So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, you know, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and People are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping, and they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them.
According to him, what he saw at Diddy's notorious parties crossed the line into downright criminal territory, with live sex acts and more playing out in front of guests.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing yet another lawsuit.
Despite the federal charges levied against him, civil allegations against Sean Diddy Combs have continued to pour in. One new lawsuit filed in New York State Supreme Court accuses Combs of assault and abuse over a 4-year period, starting in fall 2020.
The suit, filed September 27th, alleges that Diddy repeatedly assaulted the woman, identified as Jane Doe.
The unnamed plaintiff alleges that Combs forced her into non-consensual relations and recorded their encounters without consent. She also claims the rapper impregnated her, but says she later lost the pregnancy. The lawsuit also claims that Combs and his team intimidated and controlled her through threats, emotional manipulation, and surveillance. The acts allegedly continued until July 2024, months after Combs' Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided by Homeland Security agents, and shortly before his arrest in New York City. The lawsuit also includes claims against rapper Young Miami, who the woman says carried out threats on Diddy's behalf.
Jane Doe says she's endured trauma, financial injury, and physical injury at the hands of Diddy, and is seeking an unspecified amount of damages.
Diddy denies latest allegations concerning youths.
We are following breaking news right now related to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Major new allegations today of sexual assault and exploitation by Combs.
Sean Diddy Combs' attorney has once again denied all allegations of abuse, especially those involving youths. This comes following the announcement of a pending lawsuit with 120 new victims.
He has had over 3,000 individuals reach out to his law firm in Houston, Texas, that he and his team have been vetting these claims, that now they are representing over 120 accusers.
Attorney Tony Busby, representing the alleged victims, revealed that 25 of those who have come forward say they were minors at the time of the incidents. The purported crimes spanned over 25 years, with many said to have taken place during, quote, auditions for Bad Boy Records.
And it doesn't stop there. With Diddy facing numerous accusations already, Wittek's account could bring even more heat to the embattled music mogul. Let's break down what Jeff had to say and the insane revelations that have everyone talking. In his recent podcast episode, Jeff Wittek shocked fans by revealing details about the wild parties he attended at Diddy's mansion. He described the environment as something straight out of a movie, a lavish, extravagant setting where anything goes. But what left everyone speechless were his claims that guests at these parties were engaging in live sex acts right in front of other attendees, with Diddy allegedly turning a blind eye, or worse, actively encouraging the behavior. Wittek explained that it wasn't just your run-of-the-mill Hollywood excess. The way he described it, these parties felt like something more sinister, as if boundaries and morals didn't apply once you stepped through the doors. He admitted to feeling uncomfortable and even shocked by what he saw, noting that some guests, including big-name celebrities, seemed completely unbothered by the outrageous activities. This revelation comes on the heels of multiple accusations against Diddy, many of which have shaken the entertainment industry to its core. And with Jeff adding fuel to the fire, the situation is only getting worse for the rapper.
First, Queen Latifah said, "I won't hold my breath yet." Next, Serena Williams said, "And now I hope justice is finally served." Next, LeBron James said, "It's crazy. I was bumping to Mo Money, Mo Problem earlier today in the car, and I had a weird feeling today was the day the feds will catch Diddy." Next, Aubrey O'Day said, "The purpose of justice is to provide an ending and allow us the space to create a new chapter. Women never get this. I feel validated. Today is a win for women all over the world, not just me. Things are finally changing. Next, Drake said, knew this would happen. Next, Rihanna left a comment underneath a post that said, karma. Good or bad, what you put out comes back to you. In her comment, she said, it come for everybody. And finally, Lizzo said, finally. To fans' delight, Diddy has finally been arrested after months of people making allegations against him. He was arrested in a hotel in New York recently on unspecified federal charges as a result of raids on 2 of his properties in Los Angeles and Miami. This follows months of serious allegations against Diddy for doing terrible things to women. Cassie has come forward and filed a lawsuit against him, and fans were immediately on her side. They slammed Diddy for his actions and were disgusted when a woman came forward and accused him of trafficking her when she was just 17 years old. Fans are horrified by Diddy's actions and say that it is such a shame that he let money and fame go to his head. They say that he sets a terrible example for people and they want to see him punished with the maximum sentence. Celebrities seem really glad that he has finally been arrested, and a lot of them seem to think it's been a long time coming. One fan said, it's about time. Diddy's been getting away with terrible things for far too long. It's good to see that justice is finally catching up with him. I hope this sends a message to other powerful people who think they're above the law. Another fan said, I'm getting tired of all the celebrity pile-on. It feels like everyone's trying to get their 2 cents in. Let the legal system do its job and stop with the public shaming. For this video's comment question, are you surprised he has been arrested? Before you go, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for daily news updates on your favorite celebs. Thanks a lot for watching.
Wittek didn't stop there either. He also mentioned seeing some very familiar faces at these parties, people you wouldn't expect to be involved in such scandalous behavior. While he stopped short of naming names, the implication is clear. There are more Hollywood heavyweights caught up in Diddy's mess than we might have realized.
Eminem has dropped hints about Diddy in his lyrics over the years. In his Diss Track Kill Shot, he jokingly blamed Diddy for Tupac death. However, in Eminem's 2024 album, The Death of Slim Shady, he directly called out Diddy's alleged misconduct in the song Fuel, using clever wordplay to address troubling behavior. With Diddy's recent charges, these lyrics have taken on a new meaning, almost foreshadowing his downfall. Second, 50 Cent. 50 Cent has been vocal about his disdain for Diddy for years. From lyrics suggesting Diddy knew who was behind the murder of Biggie Smalls, to public statements criticizing Diddy's infamous parties, 50 Cent has consistently called out the bad boy mogul. During his 2023 final lap tour, 50 elaborated on why he avoided Diddy's parties, making it clear that the atmosphere made him uncomfortable. Third, Cat Williams. Comedian Cat Williams made headlines earlier this year when he referenced Diddy's parties during an appearance on Club Shay Shay. Williams' comments about having to protect his integrity and avoid Diddy's advances went viral, especially as more allegations surfaced. Williams even predicted a reckoning for Diddy, saying in early 2024 that all deviants like Diddy would face exposure. Fourth, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams has had a rocky relationship with Diddy for decades. She once claimed that Diddy had sent his all-girl group Total to assault her. Wendy also insinuated in 2015 that Diddy may have misused his power during his relationship with Cassie, allegations that resurfaced after Cassie's own abuse claims in late 2023. Fifth, Usher. Usher lived with Diddy for a year as a teenager, and in a 2016 interview with Howard Stern, he described seeing some wild things while under Diddy's mentorship. He revealed that he stayed up late partying with Diddy and his associates.
The fact that Jeff has decided to come forward now is significant. His involvement in the world of social media and the podcasting sphere means he has a large platform, and his revelations are sure to keep the conversation going as more details about Diddy's alleged misdeeds come to light. Wittek's account adds another layer to the growing scandal and raises questions about how deep this goes. But Wittek's revelations aren't the only reason Diddy's parties are under the microscope. There have been other claims over the years about what goes on at these infamous events. Various insiders have hinted at drug use, coercion, and other questionable activities that were commonplace behind closed doors. However, Jeff's first-hand account of seeing these things happen live is one of the most concrete pieces of information we've gotten so far.
Justin Bieber. Bieber and Diddy have been friends since the former's teenage years, when Scooter Braun and R&B singer Usher found him on YouTube as a young talent. Online footage showing Diddy with Justin Bieber, who was 15 at the time, has reappeared since the rapper was detained on suspicion of some pretty bad stuff. The video, which shows Diddy, who is 24 years older than Bieber, documenting his 48 hours with the teenage singer, has been labeled creepy by Twitter users. In the video, Combs informs the camera while standing next to the up-and-coming pop star. He's having 48 hours with Diddy. Where we hanging out and what we're doing, we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
They're having the times of their lives.
Diddy adds, I have been given custody of him. He's signed to Usher and I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. Diddy continues, I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me and we're gonna go full crazy. The 30-year-old Justin Bieber nowadays is reportedly shutting off from the outside world because he is so disturbed by the news of Combs' arrest. Speaking only to DailyMail.com, an insider claimed that the new father is having a hard time making sense of the accusations, especially because he worked with Combs less than a year ago. He has been totally thrown by them. About Bieber, the source stated, Bieber is so disturbed by the Diddy news and is unwilling to process it or discuss it, so he has shut off. So many people who helped to make him who he is were very close to Diddy, and it has completely thrown him. Justin hasn't been responding to this since the home raids. He's not going to. The insider went on to say that Justin Bieber sincerely regrets working with Diddy and would not have done so if he had been aware of the accusations that have subsequently surfaced.
As more people like Jeff Wittek come forward, the pressure on Diddy and anyone else involved continues to mount. With the ongoing legal battle surrounding the rapper, it's not hard to imagine that more witnesses will step up to corroborate Jeff's story. And it's not just Diddy who has something to worry about. A-list celebrities who attended these parties are likely sweating bullets right now, wondering if they too will be dragged into the scandal.
Following Diddy's infamous recent arrest, pictures of Jennifer Lopez in bed with her former partner have surfaced again. As a result of an investigation, Diddy was arrested in New York very recently. He is being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. In a widely shared photo from Diddy's 2000 4th of July celebration, Lopez and the late R&B legend Aaliyah are seen in bed together. Model Natane, late record executive Andre Harrell, and Damon Dash were also in the photo. The guests appeared to cuddle up next to each other as they relaxed on the enormous bed and grinned boldly. After dating from 1999 to 2001, J-Lo and Diddy were still together at the time. The photos have appeared again after Diddy's arrest, when a video of her mother losing it when asked if a romantic reunion with him was possible went viral. Jennifer made an appearance on the Wendy Williams show back in 2015, and her mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, was present in the crowd. As she remarked, so if you recall, the last time you were here I was telling you that I could always see you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
Getting back with Puffy in a little way.
Talk show host Wendy seemed interested in learning if a reunion was imminent, but no dice.
There's no doubt that Jeff's confession has people talking, and it raises serious questions about what other dark secrets are lurking in the shadows of Diddy's parties. Is it possible that even more shocking details will come out? Based on the trajectory of the current allegations, it certainly seems likely.
Sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Now a look at the charges that threaten to end his career and his freedom. Inside the fall from grace from the powerful impresario, a reckoning that some say is long overdue.
He says, oh, I'm hip-hop. Yeah, well, you know what? Hip-hop deserves better.
During bi-coastal raids on his homes in LA and Miami, authorities say they seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant.
Federal prosecutors said Sean Combs did not act alone. He had assistants, managers, security staff who would make sure that women and male prostitutes were at these freak-offs, that the hotel rooms where they were staged were stocked with supplies like baby oil and lubricant.
What do you think about Jeff Wittek's claims? Are you surprised that such wild things were happening at Diddy's parties, or have we barely scratched the surface of this scandal? Let us know in the comments below. That's all for now, but this story is far from over. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for updates as more details emerge from this explosive scandal. Who knows what we'll hear next? One thing's for sure, Hollywood won't be the same after this.